Wire he has coming out of that back room? Okay, so then we have power there. I guess we have the power on this side, and then we have power on this side. So.
I got some.
And he had too much power or something like that. Like something he wanted a smaller one, so he traded him 200 on them.
Yeah. Start the song off with it.
I don't know. That's what I wondered. But still, like the brand new one, the smaller ones is like $300-$400. See that phone one? That was it, like cool a little bit. I heard about that, but I never did. It has like a little party. It's like a little PC monitor size thing. I don't know the clarity on it, but.
You talk about what's going on. What's really going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Micah, your guest are here.
Oh, you broke Travis's Stonewall face. He had it good.
I could break you full.
So
We were
really?
hanging out at the STUF meeting, not STUF meeting, the STUF screening, the horror film challenge. This is the first screening, so it's very exciting.
Right.
Very exciting. We're stoked.
He doesn't look like it.
He's riding the bull. He is ecstatic. Just look at that.
Sometimes you gotta ride the bull, you know what I'm saying?
So much. I'm so excited. I
He
can't.
could barely
Can't
contain
say
it.
it. I can't put it into words.
Look, but basically what we're doing here is we're a bunch of local filmmakers who are trying to come together, network, help each other out on projects. If you have a project, maybe you want to get some, actors. You might not know anybody. It's kind of, we're doing this as a way to build networks with each other. So this is what, if you're wondering what the South Texas Underground Film is about, that's basically what we're about. And what we're going to do basically is try to get as many challenges. We call them challenges because we're challenging filmmakers to actually go out and make a film, get it finished, and there's not really any time limits. So I guess that's what kind of sets us apart from other festivals or whatever. But what we're going to do here today is we're going to do our screenings for the horror challenge, which is basically horror movies. It's kind of weird to do it in December, but it doesn't matter because horror movies are good all the time. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to show filmmakers that we got from New York, right? One of the filmmakers we got from New York, me and Mariella, we found him online, and we saw a bunch of their stuff, and we thought that this would be something really good to bring down to Corpus to show what other people are doing in the rest of the country that are local filmmakers, they're independent filmmakers. So we're going to show one of his, I think it's called Robotic.
The company's Robot Hand.
Yeah, that's the name of the company, but they're really good shorts. And then we have one from England. We got one from England to show what they're showing on across the pond. And what was the other one?
And it's Stephen Value.
Stephen Value, he's from Austin. He's with the Austin Film Society.
And this is his student film
Yeah.
made at Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
And he just won the audience award at the Austin Film Festival. And he's working on a project for Sundance, part of the writer's workshop. And if he gets picked up, then he starts the filmmaker workshop in Sundance. So, he's won a couple of awards and filmed at a couple of film festivals. And he said we could show the student film that he filmed over here at Texas A&M. So it shows what you can do here. What kind of how far you can go making films and stuff like that. So it's really great.
And basically what we're going to do is we're going to show the films, and if any of the filmmakers are here, we're going to have afterwards of the film, we're going to have a Q&A. So if you have any questions, anybody want to know how they got it done, or if you need help, or any kind of questions, you're welcome to give us questions. And also
the first portion will be these filmmakers. The second portion, we actually have local film production companies that have current films in the works right now, and we have some of them right now. We got RG Films. Travis should be here. We got Roel. He's part of Grim Productions. The sign that they have out there is Dia de los Muertos. They're going to film a feature film, and they networked by getting together here. And those three companies, I'm going to show their films together, and they're actually here. We also have Trojan Antidote. We have Sal and Brian, and they all met through these little, we'd get together, watch films, and then they started talking about, well, let's take it from short film, let's do a feature. And so right now they're in pre-production to collaborate on a feature film. So we're going to show their group of films as well. And then we have some special films that were made especially for this. Edward happened to make one. Ben,
Oh boy.
he has another film.
I'll tell you the story, and when we're going to see that film. It's actually a long story, and I'm glad to see that there's some people here today that are really interested in film, because if I didn't see at least 3 people here today, I probably would never make another film, and that's the truth. But I'll tell you the story in just a little bit. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
And then we also have from Beeville, Texas, Paul Gonzales. He made a film called Scum, a feature film. And the cool thing about it was when he found out about this challenge, I mean, he's on the film festival circuit right now. He's winning awards for special effects in horror film. His film has shown in various horror challenges all over the United States. And he said, you know what? I'm going to get my friends, we're going to make a film. And they made one for this thing, and it's a really nice film that they made. He's in Austin. He's driving in right now, and he's going to try to make it in, so that way he can talk about his film as well. And we're very fortunate to have his film as well. So it's what we have. We've got an afternoon loaded with films, and I hope you guys enjoy yourselves.
And I just want to say thanks for coming out and supporting your local filmmakers. People are always saying that there's nothing to do in town, so what we're all trying to do is debunk that theory, because there is something to do. Obviously it's Sunday, you guys are here. So I just want to say thanks for coming out and supporting, and thanks you guys for helping out with the equipment. Cool. And everybody, the filmmakers, for doing something and showing support. And I guess you guys are ready to watch some short film? Yes. All right, cool, let's do this.
We're going to take a small 5-minute intermission as these credits roll. So get up and stretch a little bit, and we got more films for you.
Feeling that great.
I think the tango is going to close at 4. So if you guys want to pick up anything, there's still time.
You gotta get the hands motivated too.
Will you click it down?
Oh no, you don't click it down.
Oh,
No.
what do you do with it?
And then it automatically moves by itself? Yes.
Yeah, dude. I just gotta get the thing where it's my buddies from Austin, and then so I can make it.
Maybe want to say a few words.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a lot of words to say.
When'd you get here?
Yeah, I just drove in from Austin actually. Been here for a little bit. Want to see some movies. My movie's showing, Burning Bridges.
Sweet.
So, yeah. Even though it's not 100% done yet, I feel bad about it.
Sweet. And y'all were working on something else in Austin?
Yeah, I was in a buddy of mine, Twitchy Dolphin Flicks. That's the company. The movie's Turkey Day. I think they wrap in a few weeks, and hopefully we'll see it sometime next year, I think. Yeah, no.
Cool. Thanks.
To make some weird spots. It's not motion recording like you edit.
Yeah.
You want to give a little talk about?
Model, come here, Brooke. Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah, I just gotta put like music to it and stuff,
But no. Bad.
Hey!
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Go for it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she just dropped her chili over there.
Ready to show the film?
Yes, very much so.
You watch enough news?
I don't think he's very excited though. Look at that face.
Yeah, they came here to pick up the kids and they didn't tell me that.
So I went all the way to their house.
I should be in there.
No, I'm not.
Not at all. I'm excited to see it.
I'll be quite honest. No, I'm not. But I think it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it, really.
That's old school right there. It's old school.
What's up?
I'm dead fucking tired, man. Catch 40 minutes by the in the morning. Bag stuff with surface, I can get that all over my truck on the couch.
The fun says groovy.
Such a good joke, man. Yeah, she's good for you. Yeah, she is good for you. You know, I like Janet. For you. Yeah, for you. Yeah. Oh, and you're have to rent is due this weekend, so I'll get it. I'll get it. Oh, plus I told next time you're gonna flush your mama. Is this blood in my room?
Everybody enjoyed the films. Glad y'all come out and watch them. We still have more, but just want to talk about ours a little bit. It was kind of cool watching those two together because they were made in 2 years for a competition, and it was really cool to watch. Like our film, the first one we played, Roel Renegades, and then the difference with the next film, Meat Book, just from like the camera we used. The first one we used a little mini DV Canon and gave that like old grainy grindhouse kind of look to that one. And the second one we stepped it up and got lighting and a better camera, and we shot everything in one like couple nights, and it was crazy. And just watching the differences, and it was really awesome like that. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that about the films?
I have a question.
Yes.
How long did it take you to do the like prosthetic stuff?
Oh my God, Brooke could actually help with that.
We did it overnight, pretty much. We had we had to run with it, so you know, we're just making them right up until like some of the things we're drying with hair dryers and lamps. Like we're trying to burn the Bible into the Necronomicon. And we had the guys in makeup for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
There are times that we did the prosthetics on the guys, and they'd be in makeup for like 4 hours before it would go on. So by the time it's their time, we have to reapply, they're melting, they're literally falling apart. That just adds to the effect, I guess.
We made like a bunch of guts, and it got left in the oven. It rotted, it didn't rot, but it just was pretty wild. Yeah, and it was crazy. So,
in the Meat Book film, whose place was that where y'all were hanging out, and is it really that crappy all the time?
that is like a second home to me, so no, it's not always. We like that was like in the AM hours. It was from like midnight to like 4 or 5 that we were shooting. So like we decide what to shoot, and we'd have to move the TV and had a bunch of stuff on the floor. So yeah, and then I think one of the shots, the tripod is like there. You can kind of see we're just kind of like, we just didn't have that much time to clean, and I figured it's 3 stoners, so stoners don't really clean. But no, it actually looks nice right now when we left it.
Is it your house?
No, it's not. It's the other filmmakers, my partners. But that's funny that you pointed that out.
That's real funny.
But no, it's a nice house. I love it. Yeah, thank you for enjoying ours, and I'll hand it over to Roel now.
Well, I'm Roel Guevera, and I'm with Grim Productions. We did the first 2 films. The first one was done by a partner who's not here. I get another engagement. But we had a big announcement. We're actually shooting a full feature film, which the script that's on its final draft finally should be done by next week. We're going to start filming that. in Corpus and around Alice, Robstown, and probably the beginning of January, start breaking everything down, get rehearsals, so on and so forth. Our expected release date would be November 1st, 2011. So that teaser you saw in the beginning with the girl blowing out the candle, so on and so forth, that's our actual movie. So mainly a lot of those people that are helping me with that film are here, like Sal from Trojan Antidote, we have Mariella and Roel, you know what I mean, we all get together, we got Brooke and Travis, we got another guy here, right here, this guy, the one with the messy house. We got Boy, he's our contact analyst, so we're actually doing a bunch of stuff. We did the second one, Occupied, my daughter came out in it. And yeah, that house is like that. So, oh yeah, and in that film, a lot of that stuff, our camera wasn't, it didn't have the green filter on there, the night vision. We brought that up afterwards. The cameras the girls are holding are boxes that we made and actually did a digital printout and covered them so it looked like cameras on film. And that film we did in 7 days, and we found a computer where we edited everything out. I was driving down the road and going to HEB, and I was like, look, it's only through a computer. And it worked, so it worked for what we needed. Everything just felt, that whole movie didn't have no audio. It was just crazy. We used a Rock Band mic for, I guess, 1 or 2 scenes, and then my laptop broke, the USB port on it, so I couldn't use that, so we had to re-record everything. So it was an experience, but it was fun making. If anybody has any questions? Cool. All right.
Oh, I have a question. Are you going to have another casting call?
Yes, we are. I still have, on the rewrite on the script, we added some more scenes that I think makes the movie more full. So we added more characters because they're actually speaking roles. So we're gonna have actually 2 more casting calls, one in town, and then we're gonna have another one in Alice. Because I'm shutting down part of Alice. We're trying to, just a couple of streets on a Sunday, and get as many people out there to be zombies. So, and they'll have the Day of the Dead makeup on. So yeah.
And where do you
You can look me up on Facebook. My name is Roel, and this is Roel Guevera. My number is 510-4410, but if you have any questions, you can ask me afterwards. We'll talk.
I have a question. I'm just wondering, how far, when you make these kind of films, you're saying it's a full feature film, at what level of audience are you trying to focus or target? Are you trying to go national, or what?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
I'm a dreamer, so if we're going to dream, just go all the way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like, that's the only way to live. It's like, I could dream and say, okay, I just want Corpus. But I technically, we're nitpicky, so it's like, we haven't determined when we're going to, on the first, where we're going to show it, but I am already talking to people at the big theaters to see if I could at least rent it out for that day and actually publish it, push the PR work and everything, and see how many people we get. But we really want to go national with it. So that's the ultimate dream right there. Anybody else? That guy back there.
I'm Sal, this is Brian. We're Trojan Antidote for the last 3 films that you saw.
Yeah.
In fact, the last film you saw, we put that in for CC70. We were disqualified because we messed up on the last, on the crucial line that was mandatory. But
what's CC70?
Yeah, what's CC70? It's a film festival this summer. He's smart ass. But it's a lot of work. It's what I've discovered. It's pretty grueling, but it's addictive at the same time. We're actually what I'm glad to see here tonight is that it's a symbol of our networking processes. In fact, I'm working with Roel and Productions, and we just finished a 20-minute feature film called Deviant Behavior, and that hopefully should be out next month. And it's pretty messed up. But again, one thing it's all learning experience. Brian and I have been making films only since last March, We started out with the second film you saw, which was The Roommates, and that was actually Brian and I in a tripod, filmed a couple weekends, and used was it Windows Movie Maker, and our camera is pretty primitive. It's a Sony CyberShot. Most people just use it to take still picture, but it has a camcorder feature on there, and it's all a very interesting learning experience, you know, because I'm learning a lot from Grimm Productions also. You know, it's going to be a higher quality and better grade type of film, but still has that essence of Trojan Antidote, and it just seems like we've kind of just fell into this kind of grindhouse type of filmmaking, but I think with working with these guys, we're going to change that up a little bit. So, any questions?
I have a question. How did you feel whenever they told you that you were disqualified?
Actually, you know what? I'm a pretty straightforward kind of guy, so when I found out that I messed up, I called them and told them that you know, not to, I guess, waste their time, but, you know.
So, I invited her out here tonight, but I have a feeling she thought that it just wasn't going to get shown. And they're mad at me. And we've actually, a couple of friends of mine that were putting this film together, we actually lost friends over this film, so. Rob called me last night and said that he needed some equipment because something had fallen through, and I said, yeah, I'll do my best to come out here. And he was asking me how the film was going, and I said, well, I'm having the same exact problems as I did a year ago. So I guess what I'm really saying is I just burned it. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's going to have my voice in it directing or anything like that. Like I said, it's only like 8 or 9 minutes or so. But I worked really hard on it, and seeing you guys here makes me want to make more. Because when I was coming over here, I was like, God, what if this and what if that? But it's kind of like we're all just like hanging out, right? We hang out at my house, so I've had like get-togethers at my house. Rob's had a ton at his house, other people's houses. It's just like we're a bunch of friends just getting together and watching film. And as long as it stays that way, I mean, who cares? You know, that's the way I feel. And I hope you guys feel the same way and you're not too critical of this next film. Okay?
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we're getting ready to show the next filmmaker, which is me. And actually, it's called. We have actually a couple of actors. Josh Deleon, he's one of the filmmakers with Green Shadows. Tammy Boteo, she's covering her face right now. And who else? Roel was in it, his wife. I'll see Roel back there. It's called, the movie that I did, it's called Open Till Midnight, and basically it's just kind of like inspired by true events, which is things that happen. Usually when I do things, I always pull things from my real life, so anytime you see something, it's probably because I did it. And then I have like this crazy imagination while I'm doing something, and I just imagine like what would happen if I was in this situation or whatever. So basically this is the one that I did for this World Challenge specifically. So this is the first time anybody's going to see it, which is really cool because it took me a while to work on it, and I kind of like it, so I hope you guys like it too. So, whenever you're ready.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay. So that was Open Till Midnight. Thank you guys for helping out. Rob, he did camera work. Also, Josh did camera work. Tammy, she did a really good job. Basically about this one is I was doing it because right now there's this whole thing about social networking where everybody puts their whole life online. And so I don't know if you noticed that I was typing where I was going, so it was kind of the thing with that. See, I like little details like that. But that was it. And our next filmmaker is going to be Paul Gonzales. And that's it. So here we go.
Hello. For those of you who don't know, and I think that's mostly everybody in here, I'm the guy that made Scum, the feature-length movie that was shot down in Beeville. We actually just finished this year, and we've already won 2 awards at some of the film festivals that we've been in. And I got this really cool rejection letter the other day. from Sundance, which was nice. They actually emailed it. I was hoping to get it in the mail, but you know, I mean, I think it's cool. Right? Rejection's always cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was just cool that I actually got to submit a movie to Sundance and then got rejected, but it's good.
Did we say notified?
Huh?
Did we say notified?
Yeah, some
Yeah,
people,
yeah,
some
you
people
see,
don't get
yeah.
a notification. They
Yeah,
send their
I
money in.
Did they give you a reason why?
No. That would have been cool, right? For like the $100 and something bucks it costs to submit a movie. Like, come on, just let me know why, you know? Yeah, so I was gonna say something else. But I don't know. This is my movie. I made it for this. It's the first movie that I've ever made that wasn't my idea. I've been making shorts since I was like 7, I think, on VHS camcorders. Yeah, and then this guy just told me this idea, and I liked it, so I was like, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and do it. So I wrote it and directed it, and was the camera guy, the sound guy, the editor, all that good stuff. As I was for my feature film also. So yeah, oh, it's not done yet. The one you're gonna watch. I'm sorry. There's no final sound mix, and the ending's not all together. So sorry about that, but enjoy. Oh, and if anybody can guess where the music comes from, I'll give you $1. Big plans for the weekend.
Fiance may be stuck in Denver all weekend.
Oh, right, that damn blizzard.
So, we'll see.
All right, well, me and some of the guys are heading out to Madison tonight. Can anybody guess the music? Anyone?
Is it a Hitchcock film?
That's movie.
No.
It's actually Charles Bronson's Death Wish. Soundtrack.
Oh, right.
By Herbie Hancock.
Which one?
First one. Yeah. Like the reason why I wanted to use that soundtrack is because it's an old action movie soundtrack. So I was like, well, you know what? I really dig the soundtrack. I've had it on my computer forever, and then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna do this movie, and I'm gonna see if I can actually score it using Herbie Hancock. So I did, and I thought it was fun. Questions, anyone? Questions? Feel free to ask me anything. I'll answer. If I don't know the answer, I'll make it up.
How was the plane ride? Was he an actual pilot?
No, actually, we went to an airport, the Beeville Airport, and I walked around and I found a guy who was going into his hangar, and I asked him, hey, we're looking for somebody to take us up in an airplane for like 15, 20 minutes. He said he would do it, but he has to sit in the pilot seat. So we got our actor, Brandon, to sit in the co-pilot seat and just flipped it.
Yeah.
And that was it. So we were actually up there for 30 minutes. If anybody, I mean, if you don't know where Beeville is, it's like 40 minutes that way. Yeah, it's really yeah, and yeah. So it was fun. It was my first time ever in an airplane, and I was sitting in the back seat that was like this big.